meeting for Monday, January 19th, 2026. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Johnson?
Here.
Trustee Lopez-Giannis?
Here.
Trustee Andalay?
Here.
Trustee Wilbrand?
Here.
Trustee Price?
Here.
Trustee Huska?
Here.
So normally we do the pledge right now, and someone from the board usually leads that, but Trustee Huska had a good suggestion. We have some Cub Scouts here today. Guys, would you like to lead us in the pledge? All you have to do is stand up and recite it.
Frankie, pledge.
Of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well done. Moving on to approval of the agenda. Any additions, corrections, or deletions to tonight's agenda as drafted? Seeing no changes, I'd entertain a motion to approve said agenda.
So moved.
Motion.
Second.
Second by Trustee Anderley. Any additional discussion or comment? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to President's report. So I'd like to yield the floor to Chief Green to help us to introduce new police officers.
So, a couple of very exciting things tonight. It's always exciting to swear in a police officer. We're technically not going to swear him in today. One of our Jeffs was already sworn in the other Jeff. So we increased our Jeff population. Explain it in a few weeks. But tonight, I thought it would be a good opportunity to introduce them to the board and to everyone else. So a little background here. Both of these fellas are experienced police officers. This is unprecedented in my 28 years in this business. We're bringing in with these two guys, we're bringing in 31 years of police law enforcement experience. So that's pretty exciting, pretty unusual. Also very exciting, and thank you to the board and the village manager for not even a question that yes, of course. We're about to be up to full strength. For the first time in about 10 years. So that's very exciting too. So the first Jeff, and I'll have you guys bring introduce people and bring up whoever's going to pin your badge on you. But the first Jeff is Jeff Montana, and he comes to us from the Arlington Heights Police Department, 11 years experience there. And normally, I think I've established myself as not a note guy. There's so much to say about both of these two. I need my notes. 11 years as a police officer, patrol officer, detective, certified lead homicide investigator, served as a school resource officer, a field training officer, firearms instructor, lethal weapons instructor, rapid deployment instructor, high-risk traffic stop instructor. Jeff Montana completed the 40-hour basic SWAT school. He's gotten numerous awards, earned numerous awards, including for DUI enforcement. He was nominated for Officer of the Year. He has multiple distinguished life-saving awards. Jeff's outdoorsman, fisherman, a golfer, health and fitness enthusiast. He's a former football player, played safety for the NIU Huskies, my alma mater, and translates that into coaching youth football, including he's a husband and father of 4. So Jeff, why don't you come on up and introduce your family and
I've got Grady as my oldest son, who's 9, there's 7-year-old Mara, about to be 3 in a week, and then my 1.5-year-old Logan, my wife Alex.
Welcome.
pent-up frustration on Dad, you're going to start brand new one. Here we go.
Very nice.
Okay, and Jeff number 2 is Jeff Kocha. He's a 20-year veteran of the Chicago Police Department, soon to be retiring. And also, like me, decided to get a little gas left in the tank and wanted to keep going for a while. So we're fortunate enough to get his 20 years of experience, which includes Jeff began his patrol officer career in the Rogers Park District. He served pretty quickly, was put on specialized teams, detective team, one team which was focused on crime suppression. In 2018, Jeff was promoted to detective, and shortly thereafter was assigned to the Area 1 homicide team, which is where he has served since. Jeff received the Superintendent's Award of Valor, the Police Medal of Valor. He earned multiple life-saving awards, commendations, honorable mentions. He received the Illinois Excellence in Law Enforcement Award of Valor. He also enjoys spending time with family and fishing. Joining the team here. And Jeff, if you want to come on up and say thank you, introduce your people here.
Got the plan. Yeah. Yep.
I'm the other Jeff.
Jeff.
This is my beautiful wife Debbie. This is our granddaughter Stella. This is my daughter-in-law Jordan. Son-in-law Bill. My other granddaughter London. This is my older brother, much more handsome Joe. Younger brother Mike. His wife Tiffany. My mom and my father.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome home.
Thank you so much.
What? No, he's working 6 Rogers Park. That's like,
So we always like these events, but we also recognize that people who attend these to see their loved ones sworn in or given their badges, as the case may be, they don't want to stick around for the rest of the meeting. So we're going to pause for a couple minutes. If you'd like to depart, feel free to do so now. Otherwise, you're welcome to join us for the rest of the meeting. Yeah.
yeah. That's tough. Well, he's northwest side. He was northwest side. I don't know where he was homicide. That's what he's doing. He's getting out. He's getting in. He got his
Civics,
I don't blame him, I get that.
because today they were off school, so he said it's a good day to
Well, you
do
still
this,
can.
because
yeah.
give him something to do today.
Right.
I can't believe it with the food. What's her friend is? Well, she's in, don't go and grab the carrot, but just walk to the park.
Usually you sit here for 10 minutes before.
Yeah, that's very cute. Bye, goodbye. Have a good night.
I knew
Yeah,
Jason's
it's really cute.
when I first-
All right. So next, I get the opportunity to introduce someone. We have a new finance director. Her name is Linda Chambers. Please forgive me for reading notes, but Joe was nice enough to kind of give me a little bit of background so I could share it with all, and then we'll introduce Linda, maybe give you a chance to say a few words on your own. So Linda comes to us from the Village of Hanover Park, where she served as Assistant Finance Director for the past 5 years. Prior to that, she worked in the Montana Department of Transportation and in a county financial role with the state of Montana. So we don't have to apologize for the weather, so that's good. You're probably accustomed to this. She possesses a master's of business administration and bachelor's degree in finance. Linda has more than a decade of municipal and governmental finance experience and has a proven track record of modernizing financial systems, an initiative that has been identified as a priority by this board for this organization. Throughout her career, she has been involved in all aspects of municipal finance operations, including accounting, payroll, utility billing, budget development, audit preparation, and policy oversight. Weston has a strong track record of fiscal responsibility. We give ourselves props in these things, I guess, and demonstrated by our annual GFOA awards, strong bond rating, and consistent legal or budget and audit performance. We truly believe Linda will be a strong addition to the Weston team. So Linda, do you have anything to share with the team?
I think Joe covered most of it, but I'm really excited to be here. I'm looking forward to the, challenges ahead with modernizing all of your systems.
Yes.
I'm very excited.
So I imagine Mayor Craig probably gave you a hard time for leaving.
He did, yeah. He was very sad.
Well, yeah, I'll have to give him a call and thank him for sharing you with us. But we welcome you aboard and look forward to working with you. All right, take care. All right, that's the extent of my report. Moving on to reports and questions from trustees and working groups, starting with Trustee Anderley,
The agenda.
Trustee Alapajanis,
Just the agenda.
Trustee Johnson.
I have two things today. First, I'd like to welcome Troop 32. They're all working towards their citizenship in the community awards. So I know we've got Frankie out there, Hubert, Otto, Peter, Ben, Elliot. Did I miss anyone? Okay. Well, welcome to our meeting, and we're glad you're with us on this cold evening.
Yes.
Second, I want to talk, can we add to the agenda the resource officer for St. Catharines for next
Sure.
next
Tim,
time?
could you make
Yeah, I
note of
want to
that?
make sure that we discuss that and
Okay,
in further detail.
okay.
Okay.
Tim, would you mind sharing that with Manager Cavallaro? Thank you very much. Trustee Huska,
I have nothing,
Trustee Price,
just the agenda.
Trustee Wilbraham. Okay. Tim, anything from the team to share tonight?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, great, thank you. Moving on to questions from the audience. This is an opportunity for those in attendance to address the board on items that are both on the agenda and not on the agenda. So we have one scheduled speaker tonight, Larry Arnett. Mr. Arnett, if you could just please come forward, and you have 5 minutes to address the board, and we thank you for speaking out.
I appeared before you back in October,
Yes.
and I properly exhibit at that time, talking about a situation I was involved in. A neighbor of mine who had an incident here in West Dundee, and the report was filed by the police with the Secretary of State, which resulted in her losing her license for nearly 8 months. I stuck around thinking maybe somebody might say, hey, I want to know a little more about it, because I had cut my story short.
Yeah.
I didn't hear from anybody. Walked downstairs at the end, a couple West Dundee residents questioned me, asked me questions about what they had heard. They were interested. Chief walked down the steps, looked at me, and the words out of his mouth was, "You're wrong." And didn't want to look at me and say, "You want to talk about this or anything else?" Then he told me my passion was misplaced. And as I walked out of the building, I mentioned this form that had Bruce name here, but Susan and Susan. And he said, "You're getting upset over a couple other things clerical error? We don't know. But that bothers me. Because I think we all can understand that something as important as this should be lives, daily lives. So I met, not only with a couple of Dundee citizens, a few other people, we talked about this, and we decided the best thing we could do would be to put together, present to you, the West Dundee clerical error abatement kit. White out, it's got other things, it's got erasers. So I'll hand it to the clerk,
Okay.
and you're welcome to pass it on. And I hope we don't have to hear about clerical errors again. It's not the world we need. So, thank you for your time. Probably hear about us, because we're really now going after the Secretary of State. Because this form, the directions, the training, everything about it is lacking. It should be more important to have training and information, so all police departments know the proper way to use it and have it meet something. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Arnett. Is there anyone else who wishes to address the board? Okay, we'll move on. Consent agenda items A through D. As mentioned prior, I need to read now each of the entries before we consider the agenda. So item A, approval of bill list for $721,000 and change. Ratification of checks for $33,481.02. Approval of minutes for the regular board meeting on December 8th, 2025. And approval of minutes for regular board meeting on December 15th, 2025. Is there a desire by any board member to remove any of the items from tonight's consent agenda? Seeing no changes suggested, I'd entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda items A through D.
So moved.
Motion.
Second.
Second by trustee Alpagianis. Any additional discussion or comment? Hearing none. Madam Clerk?
Trustee Uska?
Aye.
Trustee Johnson?
Aye.
Trustee Lapijanus?
Aye.
Trustee Andalay?
Aye.
Trustee Wilbrant?
Aye.
Trustee Price?
Aye. All ayes, motion carries. Moving on to resolutions and ordinances. Forgive me.
I think we need to open the door, right?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, I closed it.
Council, could you open the door, please?
Open the door?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, please. Thank you. Thank you, trustee Uska. Moving on to resolutions and ordinances. Item A, ordinance declaring surplus vehicles. Trustee Wilbrant.
Okay, the fire department has two vehicles that are older and have been discontinued from use with the most recent votes for new vehicles. It is a 2012 Ford Explorer and a 2003 Ford Expedition. The approval of this motion tonight would declare them surplus and allow them to be liquidated through public auction.
Comments or questions? Trustee Wilbrant.
With that, I move to approve an ordinance declaring the 2012 Ford Explorer and 2003 Ford Expedition, VIN numbers as identified in the motion, as surplus property and authorize their sale through govdeals.com.
Motion.
Second.
Second by trustee Anderly. Any additional discussion or comment? Hearing none. Madam Clerk?
Trustee Wilbrant?
Aye.
Trustee Price?
Aye.
Trustee Uska?
Aye.
Trustee Johnson?
Aye.
Trustee Lapijanus?
Aye.
Trustee Andalay?
Aye.
All ayes, motion carries. Moving on to item B, amending the water meter ordinance to require dedicated conduit. Trustee Uska.
In reviewing the water meter ordinance, we're finding with new construction that there's a wire that goes basically from the meter to the outside to a transponder, and it's just, the wire is just being put through the wall, and it's in many cases being destroyed even before a business or residential development is even functioning, and people are in there, and the meter is not sending to the antenna because that wire is being broken. So, and it's difficult to remove because it's in through the wall. So the request is that there should be, the wire should go through a conduit to the outside, and that will protect the wire and do the job. And it's at low cost to a developer. It's not going to change anything.
Comments or questions?
I just had so there's the ones that did get severed. Is the developer repairing those?
Yeah, I believe, funny, when our team's here, that's kind of where we encountered it with the town hall. So we are working with the superintendents to get it repaired.
Okay.
But because we take ownership for the ordinance, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, it would be our responsibility, so having a conduit just makes it easier.
I'm wondering, I believe it's this way with like cable company and such, is that, you know, it's, the homeowner is responsible for kind of inside the home. Is that a model that would make sense for us?
I imagine that's done through whatever agreement you get with
Right.
the cable provider, so I think we kind of take ownership of it, because it's our equipment. Just figured if we're dealing with exposed, wall cavities, things like that, let's just throw a conduit in there, make it as least intrusive as possible, and then we always have an easy way to open it.
Yeah, and I definitely think the conduit is the right way to go. I mean, it's because doorbells break all the time, and so this, not leaving it that way. So I'm definitely in favor of this requiring the conduit. I was just wondering about kind of for the future, 10, 20 years down the road, and if the wire or something fails, would it make sense for us to not own that equipment? But
I think the difference with cable, it's a service being provided to the resident, where this is kind of a service being provided to us, for the transponder to work, instead of kind of manually going.
having to go
between each
inside.
house.
Sure. Okay. All right. Thanks, Thomas.
Anything else? Yes, go.
I move to approve an amendment to Title 8, Chapter 6, Section 5 of the West Dundee Municipal Code.
Motion.
Second.
Second by trustee Price. Any additional discussion or comment? Hearing none, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Huska?
Aye.
Trustee Johnson?
Aye.
Trustee LaFagianis?
Aye.
Trustee Andalay?
Aye.
Trustee Wilbur?
Aye.
Trustee Price?
Aye.
All ayes, motion carries. Thank you, Thomas. Moving on to item C, southeast corner of Route 72 and Randall Road, ordinance approving an annexation agreement. Trustee Price.
Yes, we actually have 4 items here, all related. The first one, item C that President Nelson read off, is the annexation agreement, and it sets the terms of the annexation. The second one is the actual annexation, once those terms are established. And then third is essentially rezoning the property from RE1, which is kind of oftentimes used by us as sort of holding place, and to R3 and R4, and then the last item is approving
If there was a desire, could we omnibus those?
sorry.
Could we bundle those into a single vote?
Yeah, read all 3 of them, just so you're gonna vote on them.
Okay.
Point is point.
So the first motion is move to approve an ordinance approving an annexation agreement for approximately 75 acres at the southeast corner of Illinois Route 72 and Randall Road. That's the first motion. The second one is move to approve an ordinance annexing the real estate at southeast corner of Illinois Route 72 and Randall Road. The third one is move to approve rezoning from RE1 to R3 single-family detached dwelling unit district and R4 low-density multiple-family dwelling unit district and B3 service district, and including the preliminary plat of subdivision, special use, development plans, and subject to the conditions outlined in the memo. And the last one is move to approve an ordinance approving the development agreement by and between the Village of West Dundee and Cal Atlantic Group LLC for construction of 89 detached single-family homes and 94 duplexes, and those are all for sale units on approximately 72 acres near the southeast corner of Colonial Road 72.
Motion.
Second.
Second by trustee Huska. Any additional discussion or comment? Hearing none, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Price.
Aye.
Trustee Huska.
Aye.
Trustee Johnson.
Aye.
Trustee Lapijanus.
Aye.
Trustee Angeli.
Aye.
Trustee Wilbrand.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carries. Anything else for the good of the order? Seeing nothing, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second by trustee Price. Any additional discussion or comment? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned.
Boys, you got to attend the shortest meeting of West Dundee.
Certainly have 2026.
If you have any questions, just come on up. We'll get those addressed for you.
I put it up just in case anybody wanted to revisit any of the items within
Bundling all four of those.
But you could have just, we could have, I mean, it would have taken 2 minutes
Yeah,
more.
yeah. No, there was no.
So I talked to Tim a little bit
That's
about the
presidential.
college and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they're not, the development agreement doesn't include that duplex.
No, that's still SB Johnson.
R one is
It's
also
our
single
Jacobs.
family, so
Right,
R
Jacobs.
two and R three are all detached.
Right,
single
but,
family. It just changes
you know, I just-
a lot size.
I feel like I'm not sure what.
Floating in space right now, it's unincorporated.